What's up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to the Hello Sport podcast. Home of unqualified opinion and unwavering bias. Huge potty today. I've been wanting this man on for a very long time.
Since the dawn of time.
Since the dawn of time. Since the single-celled organisms first divided into multi-celled organisms.
Yeah, you're talking about a single-cell organism mutating inside of another single cell, becoming multi-cell.
Multi-cell.
Since then, punters and dribblers, we've wanted the cheese on the larrikin of the league. Tom, is that
Larrikin of the league, a league larrikin.
League larrikin of the league. An absolute gentleman.
Good man.
A great man. Good for the soul. Good for the spirit. Good for the game.
Now, obviously, he's just moved to the Roosters, who we hate. Fuck the Roosters. With respect
But we
to
hated the
cheese.
Storm.
But we hated the Storm as well. We hate every club equally except for the Dragons and the Tigers. Now, he's got a podcast that he is starting so James Graham's got the Buy Round podcast. We love James Graham.
Sure
They're
do.
now underneath that umbrella starting Jam and Cheese
Love that name.
with James Graham and the Cheese. February 28th, I think, is the first one, a Tuesday. I'm just going to double check that so that I don't screw it up.
I believe 28th was correct, Tom.
Starting 28th of February, Jam and Cheese. Jam and Cheese.
Jam and cheese.
Now,
Talking rugby league football.
talking everything rugby league. We've also got a live stream this Friday night. Manly play the Roosters in the trials.
To win $100,000. That's what's on the line for the winner of the trials. We're assuming
There is technically, I think, other teams that can win it,
but listen. Let's be honest with ourselves. We know that Manly's going to win it.
Yeah.
So it's basically a coronation of Manly winning $100,000 Friday night. KO YouTube and KO the platform.
joined by the one and only Justin Horrow.
A very, very, very special man.
Former Manly man, and I think a Roosters, I'm not going to say junior because they don't have him, but like he went there as a young pup.
Yes, I think he might have dabbled in there when he was younger, but he's a Manly man.
Yeah.
We know where his heart lies.
Yep.
We'll be on about 7:50 punters and dribblers. So join us then. for a
KO
night-
YouTube or KO itself.
Join us for a night of good, honest rugby league, a couple of laughs, Tom,
Yep.
a bit of banter, and a Manly W.
Bit of a laugh, bit of a chuckle,
Yeah.
bit of a Paul, rah, hee, hee, which is just a joke. That's Sebo and I used to say, and Toby Brown, so I apologise to everyone. And in some completely un-rugby league related news, things that have nothing to do with rugby league.
In fact, they couldn't have less to do with rugby
It's
league.
it's a purely political-based sort of garment that we are doing.
Our political jumpers.
Our 13-plus seats to win an election jumpers. They are also on sale tonight. Decided to give a select few places around the country an opportunity to wear.
Well, Tom, they're electorates that you and I have had a soft spot for.
Correct.
Do we have a soft spot for the electorate of Canberra? Sure we do.
Yes, I
do. Do we have a really soft spot for the electorate of Cronulla?
I really do, yeah, I do.
Fucking oath we do. South Sydney electorate, dude. I love the South Sydney electorate.
I love the South Sydney electorate, and I'm always very, very engaged in their sort of political specific things coming out of there.
Absolutely. I mean, Tom and I have always got a finger on the political pulse. It's our way of giving back to the political system that's given us so much.
Exactly right.
And I couldn't think of a better way to do that, Tom, than by offering up specific electorate shirts with 13 plus at the end of them.
Yes.
Jumpers. Crew
Jumpers.
necks.
They are
Crew
jumpers.
necks.
Now, if you are from the Manly electorate, you already know that you got one last year. There is going to be a fresh one for you.
There's a fresh one from those in the Manly electorate. Now, we're not wearing them. You might be able to guess what that might be, but it won't be 13 plus. That was last year.
That was obviously for an old election. Everyone else 13 plus, Manly different.
It is a pre-sale, so that will be made clear on the website. There will be a only slight delay between purchase and arrival.
Do you want to try and give like a reason as to why? Because we've sworn off pre-sales basically after the what was they called the trackie debacle.
Listen, the
of
trackie debacle.
2021.
The trackie debacle was a little bit different because the trackies had to come across the 7 seas,
and COVID was
doing its work. These are in the country waiting to get printed. Your specific electorate.
Yeah.
The reason we've done that is we don't know how heavily we sit in one electorate over another electorate.
Yes.
And so we don't want to sit on stock that's electorate-based that we can't sell. So it will be made to order, which I think's more bespoke.
Well, it is.
And I think it's a nicer touch.
Get out there and represent your electorates.
But you won't be waiting more than a couple of weeks, so not a big deal. Not a big weight.
No.
A small weight.
Small weight. Now, what am I here in these
Maybe
elections?
even 10 days.
Yeah, look, we'll get to you with all the specifics. I think there's just, it's coming.
It's coming.
Tonight.
HelloSport.shop, 6 p.m. HelloSport.shop, 6 p.m.
Tonight.
HelloSport.shop, 6 p.m.
Tonight.
HelloSport.shop, 6 p.m.
Tonight.
Let's talk to the Cheese.
You are listening to the Hello Sport podcast.
How are you anyway, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Living life in Bondi has been pretty good.
Yeah, you enjoying it?
Been pretty good for my skin complexion, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're looking good, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm a Bondi man myself.
I went back to New Zealand, all my mates, mate, you look tan again. Putting in that work, brother. Putting in that work.
So you're like a duck to water, mate.
Yeah, well, not really. I like to go for a swim every now and then, but skin cancer is a real thing. I'm getting burnt everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you got to put in that work to get golden,
yeah, that's true, dude. Sunscreen's a thing, though, as well.
Yeah, nah, don't roll sunscreen.
Really?
Nah, apparently. I got told when I was young, like the chemicals in sunscreen are worse for your skin.
I've heard that as well, but I also get burnt to shit if I don't use it. So I'm like, I don't know.
Listen, I know that if I don't wear it, I get burnt as fuck. I've retreated to deep shade recently. As I get older, I'm like, I'll put in like 15 minutes of work, 20 minutes of work max, and then I'm back to that shade.
Shade, guys.
100%.
I think you do get, it's like, maybe it's an age thing, but I think you've kind of got like one burn in you a summer. You know what I mean? Like if you get one good burn in, then you get a nice base, and then you can just top it up every time you go out there, as opposed to.
I just can't fuck with the sun anymore. It's too. I respect it too much. You know what I mean?
Like, that age, eh?
Yeah, it's put some hurting on me over the years.
Slappers.
This isn't, and again, I know I'm becoming a caricature of myself, bringing up my children again. I do it all the time, but they've like ruined the beach for me, because it's like I can't go there and enjoy myself because I'm chasing them around. It's 400 degrees and I'm burning at the same time. I'm just like, I'm almost like if unless you're just kid free, fuck the beach. Or like, you know, you've got to kind of just do it because your missus really wants you to do it. But like otherwise.
So you wouldn't, like if the missus is away, you're not going to the beach?
Fuck no.
No.
She's always like, take him to the beach. I'm like, yeah, we'll see what happens.
We're regulars at the grassy knoll.
Oh, yeah. I see a lot of the Roosters boys at the grassy knoll. Well, rugby league boys.
We'll be there Saturday if anyone wants to join.
Kurt DeLuey of Manly Seagulls. KDL.
That's my roommate.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We used to play together in Townsville. We went to the same school and that.
Oh, okay. He's still with Manly, isn't he? We were out there the other day. I didn't see.
He played for the Roosters in the trial.
Is he with you guys now?
Yeah, he was on the training trial. I think he's with the North Sydney Bears now.
Oh,
shit. I think he got offered peanuts and he was
out. Well,
he's not an elephant.
That
so
makes
he didn't
sense.
want it.
I was like, I didn't see
Louis.
KDL.
And so you're living with him?
Yeah. Well, he's living with me. Let's get that one thing straight.
Yeah.
On the he's fun, bro. He's one of the funniest people you'll ever meet in your life. Just one of those guys that can just talk his way out of pretty much any situation. And he's been in some. I'll tell you off screen.
Yeah.
Is there any you can tell us?
We've been here before with Cheese. I don't think we want
to. Probably not. I could tell you it wouldn't like jeopardise me, but I don't think he'd feel comfortable.
Yeah. Airing his dirty laundry.
His autobiography. Save it for that.
Yeah. Life of DeLuey.
Yeah. Well, fuck. I'd be interested to read it. Audiobook, actually. So you are enjoying life up here.
Oh yeah. Love it. Like love the club. Club's awesome. Love all the people there. Like it's a pretty tight knit group, like player wise and staff. Like they're always around having lunch with us and all that. But Radley is one of the all time blokes. And
were you mates with him before you came up here?
Yeah, like we went to Bali together. Just through
That's
mutual
a rugby league
just through mutual friends, and then now we're pretty close. And I've never met someone quite like him. He's so funny. He can just grab the whole room and everyone listens to him. And
really,
just
does seem like similar characters.
Yeah. And I've never ever met someone as like good as a trainer as him.
He's like his in the intensity.
Beast, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Like,
so does that, like, when it comes to that sort of level, I guess, of respect from you, is that a fitness, contact, all the above?
The whole package put together. Like Dale Finucane, he's not all there in the head when it comes to training. I've never met a bloke more opposite spectrum, like off the field, nice guy, on the field, ridiculous.
Yeah.
But Rads is just like the total package, bro. Like
Wow.
aggressive, masculine, like.
Yeah. Has
he got a bit of a training blow up in him? You know how in that game he can sort of lose his way a little bit. Maybe there's a sin bin.
Well, there was also an alleged toweling up of like an Irish player or something over in the World Cup.
Yeah, every second week he's headbutting the bloke. But he's just a total package. Like, just can run like a gazelle too.
Really?
He's not like exactly like skinny. He's like
he's pretty jacked.
He's a jacked up boy, and he can just run, bro. Because we do the 4 and 5 minute like time trial, and
How far are you running?
Like it's probably like 1.4K.
Yeah.
And 5 minutes you have to get it under.
Oh.
And he just absolutely smokes everyone.
Really?
Yeah, he just goes out like 50 metres in front of you and then just like stays 50 metres in front of you. And then he probably goes about 175 in front of me by the end of it.
Have you done any like opposed sessions with him? Like, does he hit like a freight train?
Yeah. Like, that's the thing about the training at Roosters as well. Everything's pretty much 100%.
Are you one of those guys though as well? Like, I imagine that you would be one of those people that I wouldn't want to try. Like, you wouldn't want to go up against a tackle drill or something.
I used to be like try to do that, and then Nelson broke my kneecap by running straight over me. So
I've broken my kneecap.
I learned to use my brain a little bit.
Okay.
But like the training sessions can be 30% at the start, and then as soon as Jared throws a shot on someone, then everyone's trying to kill each other. So,
and isn't there
that's
like
pretty much straight away? Like,
yeah, I can imagine.
I'm not shocked by that.
No, but isn't there something like? Is there any more focus now, given concussion-y sort of shit, but just generally as well about like your health, like to be like managing the physicality of training sessions at all? Where you're not like just smoking each other, or is it like no?
Yeah, I think there's that little worry, but. They just don't have it at the moment.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, there you go. Did you I didn't see the trials on the weekend. I saw Manly win, but you had a bit of a game, eh?
Yeah, we won against the old club, so
that was
all over the boys.
Is that weird?
It was weird because I didn't know half the players I was playing against. It was
really?
Oh yeah. It was a completely different outfit. Like I probably knew like 7 of the boys that I played against, and then the rest were just all new signings, which is
completely new, like since you've left.
Like not even juniors that I'd seen before, like just real new people. Yeah. It was strange, but
nice to get the win.
Yeah, I guess they had to go through that phase really with everyone, so many people leaving. Yeah, it was good to get the win. We're on top of the table actually. Manly.
Oh really?
Bye Manly.
Well, we're up against you on Friday,
bro. Top of the table.
Is that what it is? Yeah, and then it's over.
And then it's it.
Yeah, I think it's for like 100K. I think you get like 100.
Dude, is that Manly v Roosters for 100 grand?
Well, I guess if we have to get all the bonus points.
Oh yeah.
So Warriors, I think they're on 14 points.
That'd be a joke, wouldn't it?
And then if we get all our bonus points and beat yous, or if you get all your bonus points and beat us, I mean, you take that 100K.
How do you get your bonus points? Is it like a rugby?
I don't know the third
point. 4 tries?
I think it's 4 tries.
Yeah.
10 offloads.
It's 5 tries.
Oh, 5 tries.
10 offloads, 5 line breaks.
So how many points is Manly on? How many points are the Roosters on?
Manly, Roosters both on 15 points. Roosters got 8 points difference, and Manly got 2. Because that bloody.
So it's a tight one.
This is a tight one.
So if Manly win, we get 100 grand.
Not to shamelessly plug, but we are doing a live stream for KO for this game, KO YouTube and on KO for 100 grand for all the marbles.
Was that a plug or was that a brag?
Well, it was technically a plug, but also because you're here, it doubles as a brag.
Well, it's a bit of both.
It's
Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I read somewhere you were getting confused by the trainers yelling out plays and shit in the game.
Well,
was that Mayo?
Yeah, because I could hear like the hooker, like the halves talking to the hooker when I'm at marker. I could hear them saying their plays. I was like, mate, like I know exactly what you're saying. Don't bother doing it. But then it started like playing on my mind. Like when the Roosters were calling their plays, I was going, what the fuck does that mean? Yeah, but it was good. I was able to read it pretty easy.
How many plays are like to have calls? Like hundreds?
It's so annoying because like there's like a play. So if you're outside the 50, there's a play name for like a block, and and then when you're inside the 20, it's a different name. So there's 2 names for the exact same players.
Oh.
It gets frustrating.
Do you have a book, like a play book that you have
Yeah, there is, but I'm not big into books.
Yeah. Can you get an audio book? So when you left the Storm to go to the Roosters, what's the experience like when you're in the – because obviously it was chaos with you. Like everyone's talking about it. Like it was in the media, everyone – but like
bloody podcast, mate.
The podcast. Well, actually,
those bloody podcasts.
Let's go right here. Talk about the greatest promotional tool we've ever had in our life. Can you get him these pink one, Dave?
Yeah.
We got a freshie for you. Hopefully, you say something fucked up on this podcast. But yeah, I guess just interested to know like what that experience is like, because I guess being the celebrity that comes from being a footy star and all that is one thing, but then to be able to to be aware that like people are talking about you in the media, like it's in papers, it's on the the footy shows and shit. Like, was that difficult? Did you block it out, or you're like, what was it? Did you feel anxious?
It was difficult at that time, going because it wasn't kind of positive feedback getting thrown at me, and it half become a laugh by the end of it, but. I guess when it's positive, it's great. Everything's good. Everyone's loving you. But when it's negative and it's letting people down, that's when gets a bit much. But it's pretty annoying when you're walking down Bondi and you can just hear like cheese. Like, bro.
Yeah.
It's not a great nickname.
I like the nickname.
I think it's great.
But cheese. I know what and is it Joey? Joey came up with that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Fucking Joey.
Do you prefer the Wombat? Bring back the Wombat.
Yeah, were you the
Wombat?
I don't
mind the Wombat.
Look, I like the Wombat as well.
This is completely off topic, but a group of Wombats is called a Wisdom.
Oh, I did know that.
A wisdom of wombats. I didn't know that.
It's in one of Evie's books. Sorry, I'm a dad. A wisdom of wombats. That's a great collective noun.
It is a great collective noun.
We haven't
Shout out to collective nouns.
Yeah, they're good. They are good.
Who gave you wombat?
Oh, I think Jonathan Thurston gave me Wombat.
JT.
But
Joey's Joey's better, dude. Joey's nickname. He's a better player.
His one stuck. Well, we had Riley Jacks at Melbourne Storm, and he was a bit of a wombat too, little scary fella. But the physio used to call us the Wise Two.
Oh, really? So that's how you worked it out.
Well, we weren't wise, so must have been that.
That's fair. What was I going to say there before? So we were talking about you coming up from the Storm. Oh, and obviously, on the podcast promoting the hats, we've got a fucks per minute counter for you, so that Dean Ritchie doesn't have to. We've got Dave over there. He's just counting all your swear words.
I'm already counting. I think I'm sitting on 2.
Yeah, you probably
two over there.
Might be a little higher, but we'll send it off to Dean anyway once we're done here.
How did you fucking feel when you read that article? Were you like, that's just the biggest fucking crock of shit in the world?
Oh, I was like, that is absolutely hilarious. Like, who the fuck counts fucks? I just want to know how he went about it. Was he like sitting in his office like with a little checklist going, well, there's 1, there's 2.
Yeah, you'd have to. Like
there's
you're
3.
scoring cricket.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And then I had my dad ring me up after. He's like, mate, what? You got to watch your language. It's like, mate, where do you think I got it from, Dad? Every second word is fuck from you, mate.
My parents are a little bit the same. They're like, you got to stop swearing. I go, Mum and Dad, it's how everyone speaks.
Yeah, exactly.
It's how I.
It's how you
certainly
speak.
How I speak.
It's un-Australian, really, to
to try and mind your P's and Q's.
How can I pump up something without a little fuck in there?
Exactly.
Makes you feel things.
It does, mate. It absolutely does.
It absolutely does. Was there a little bit of was there a few sorries that had to go around to certain clubs, or did you just put your head down?
There were some sorries. Well, because it'd come off the back of when we'd already just got in trouble for the
yes,
for the Talcon.
Yes, the
yeah. So there was that sorry had to be done as well as the other sorry that for the podcast. So
yeah,
it was a shit fest when I got back.
Do you see journos? Have you got largely good relationships, or like if you were to bump into a Dean Ritchie or that, like, do you hold a grudge? Or are you just like whatever?
Oh, not really. Like, I like Brent Reed as
I like Brent Reed.
Yeah, he's funny. I did a radio show with him, and you know how like when you go into the breaks for the radios and you start just chewing the fat. He was a good laugh, man.
Yeah,
he was good. But I haven't really had too many run-ins. I think I wouldn't want to name them anyways in case they still just go at me.
Yeah, well,
like,
that's true.
everyone's got their thing against Buzz, but I think he's fine. Like, he's never really been that.
The Mayo man.
Yeah, he's never really been bad to me.
There you go.
I find him funny, actually.
So do I.
He's hilarious. He's part of the fabric of the game, as far as I'm concerned.
And him going off on NRL 360 and then
It's special.
And then they'll be like, wait, what are you saying? He's like, wait. And he's getting lost. And you're like, Buzz. He's good, though.
He's very good. He's unbelievable.
Yeah, no, he's very good. So where'd you, because I know you got like a bit of a backstory with you sort of like you're a bit of a troublesome young lad or you're a bad boy. Were you a naughty boy?
Bad boy.
You're a bit of a bad boy? Were you up in Queensland?
Yeah, I was a bad boy.
Is that where you started?
Yeah, I started up in Townsville. I moved away from New Zealand. It's all at a fly.
That's right. You can vomit on the mic if you want.
What the fuck was
Also,
flies in here?
Yeah, dude, there probably are. We got a lot of alcohol in here. We think it's bar flies.
I started in Townsville.
Sorry about that, mate. I don't know how to feel about that.
There's some water there to wash down that bar fly. Also, if you need to piss at any point, feel free to go.
I started my journey in Townsville when I was 13. Moved in with my older brother. Was like pretty good then, and then he got sacked, and then went loopy from there.
Yeah,
so
right.
he moved to Mackay. I was in Townsville. Parents still didn't want me back, so I didn't go back, and then I just got put in like sort of foster care, not foster care, but
billeting out.
Yeah,
like
billeting, and then I went through about 7 or 8 of those.
Oh shit, you bounced around.
I bounced around, yeah.
Is that a wee out? Was that like a lot to deal with? Is it like?
Yeah, I got used to it by like the 4th.
Yeah.
It's just like, just moving to a new house.
How like long or short are you staying at these places for?
Some of them very short. Some of them, yeah, like probably the longest was probably like a year and a half.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Are you still in contact with any of these?
Yeah. One of them.
Yeah.
I probably couldn't even name the other ones.
Really?
Like, yeah. Maybe Anna was one of them.
Well, shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Anna.
Yeah. She didn't last long.
No. So then, where'd you grow up in New Zealand? We're also half Kiwi, just so you know, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
What half?
Aotearoa. My mum's from Christchurch.
My dad's from Christchurch.
I've been there once.
Oh, Christchurch.
Where are you from?
Waiheke, beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that north or south?
It's heaven, really.
Okay.
So, it's North Island, but it's it's called the Hauraki Gulf. It's like a half an hour boat ride, 35-minute boat ride from Auckland. If you catch the car ferry, it's about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just vineyards, bro. Heaps of vineyards. There's I think there's like 20 commercial vineyards there. It's only got like 8,000, 9,000 people.
Oh, that's cool.
And obviously it's an island. It's surrounded by water. So there's heaps of beaches. And I guess everyone knows each other. So it's just a good community, good place to live.
Did you play league or union growing up there?
League, yeah. My dad thinks unions for skirts. So,
Isn't it funny? Have you ever played it? Like, you ever played a game?
I played one game in Townsville, and it was easy. But Townsville, I don't think it got the biggest rugby culture.
Yeah, they don't strike me.
They
don't strike me as union people up there.
And what did your folks do on the island? Like,
They were cleaners.
Okay, right.
Yeah. Now they moved to Brizzy now. They moved last year. So it's been good to have them around.
Yeah, I bet.
Interesting.
Love it.
When did you start playing like footy sort of quite seriously? How old were you?
I don't know, like serious. Like I played footy. Like
when did you think?
My dad was pretty
like.
My dad was pretty hardcore on me. So
right.
I started playing when I was 3. And then I reckon,
3?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I didn't do much. I was playing under 6s,
and you were 3 years old.
Yeah.
Hell.
I need to show you guys this photo.
Yeah. Hey, if you
Where's my phone? When I was like 8 or 9, I was playing like under 15s, sort of.
Damn.
And I was like, when I was like 6, I was playing
under 15s.
Yeah. Oh, there's a video of me scoring a try on the wing.
Hectic.
So I can play wing too.
Yeah, well, that's good to know.
And is that because your old man was like, it'll be good for you to play up? Up in grades?
Nah, it's
Or
just because the island, like, there's only a little amount of children, so there's only a certain amount of league teams. So when I got to about 10, then I started travelling to Auckland to play. So every Tuesday, Thursday, I'd leave school early and then go on the boat and then train with the team. That's why I'm not so academically smart, I reckon. I didn't lay the foundation early. I was leaving school early very young. But it was the best. I got to travel over to Auckland, train and play with like people my own age. Like the playing upper grade was just, it got stupid for a bit.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Yeah.
Were you nervous as hell when you're up against
I
like,
was
men?
shit scared, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was intimidated by people that were my age.
If you were 9 playing 15-year-olds, that would be fucking terrifying.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, it was terrifying, dude.
Dudes
And-
with pubes and shit. And you
yeah,
don't even
like,
have...
you know, in New Zealand, there's big boys over there. Big,
Yeah.
And they're scary. Like, they got goatees and everything.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm on the wing. This guy's telling me he's going to kill me. I'm this little white kid, you know, little skinny white kid. I'm like, bro, he's actually going to kill me. Then I put a right footer on him, scored, put it
bang.
and I was a hero at school.
Well, I bet. I bet you were. So you've got some Islander in you though, don't you?
I'm Māori.
Yeah, right, Mel.
Yeah.
How much? Like, what's your half?
My
or full?
mum's, well, I wouldn't say half. I'd say
Right.
my mum's Māori, my dad's Kiwi Norwegian. So I got a bit of Viking in me too.
Oh, there you go. That's where the strength.
I'm a Māori Viking. How many of those have you
Pretty
seen?
hectic, isn't it?
Did you
There's
said
actually more than you think. Chance Nickel-Klokstad
Oh, yeah.
he's a Māori Viking, and Joseph Tarpon, he's a Māori Viking.
Is he really?
so there's a few running
couple
around.
There's a few
Okay.
Māori Vikings
And
sitting
all
around.
weapons.
Wait.
Makes sense.
You said your dad was like pretty hectic with you growing up from a footy perspective. Would he try and pump you up when you were a 9-year-old to play the 15-year-olds? Would he give you like pep
Oh,
talks?
no. It was just like when I finally started playing my age, like it was, I started training to like become an NRL player when I was like 7.
Right.
Like, that's what I meant.
So that
by-
was the vision.
Yeah, like I had I eat, breathed, and shat foot. Like, I wore my boots to school. I wore my mouth guard to school. Like it was full on. My dad, drive behind me in the car, beeping me if I'm gonna start going slow.
Oh,
stuff.
what, when you're running?
Yeah, stuff like that. So
Wow.
that's why I was fortunate. Like even when I became a little bit of a bad boy, I'd already been training my ass off for the last 9 years, so I could get away with a bit of riff-raff every now and then.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you reflect on like how, was it difficult? Are you glad he did it now because you're a footy player?
yeah.
Like, did you always want to, like you wanted it as much as he wanted it?
Yeah, I think I did. I would have had to because I got through all the work.
Yeah.
Like I was doing boxing bloody 3 days a week. Then I was running the roads,
Wow.
delivering the mail before. Like my dad would like drop me off at the top of the hill, have to run down this like big ass hill called T-Fell Road, deliver all the mail, then run up, and that was at like 6:30 when I was like 7, bro.
Wow.
And then I'd have to go to school and try to stay awake. Before that, I'd be cleaning the RSA with my parents, like in the mornings. So we did the Waikiki Sports Club, the Waikiki RSL, and we used to do this place called Harbour Masters back in the day. We used to clean that. Me, my older brother, my older sister. My younger brother would sleep in the car, my parents. And we used to clean a place called Harbour Masters as well, but I got my parents sacked from there because I was hit over a heap of CO2 tanks while I was swinging the broom around. And my dad had like the t-shirt over the face, like running and trying to like unscrew the pipes so they'd stop pissing out with fucking gas.
Oh my god!
Fuck. So you've always been this guy.
I've just always seen her find myself in these weird situations.
That's great. Wow. So you like it must seem like a world away from life now, right? Like, you know what I mean? Just all that sort of stuff that you had to do with your parents, and like it was obviously, I mean, I don't know if struggle's necessarily the right word, but you know, like they sound like they were very hard workers, and
like you're exactly right. Like struggle wasn't the word; it was like just hard work. Like that was all it was. I never like missed a meal or something like that. Like I always, even when I moved abroad, like my parents would send what money they had to make sure I had food like to eat.
Yeah.
Probably didn't get spent on food like I said it was going to, but It was like it was everything I needed. I got, and the hard work kind of paid off in the end.
It must be it must be a bit of a wig out to have had that dream for so long. Because, I mean, I don't know, I guess sometimes when we talk to these people, they're like, oh, like, you know, I didn't give a shit about, or like not didn't care about footy, but
fell into it a little bit.
Yeah, like something I did for fun.
Yep.
Whereas with you, it's like playing when you're 3, dreaming about it since you're 7. Like, that must be, do you ever think back to like the 7-year-old you, or like, do you ever reflect on it generally?
I can't really remember remember enough of it, but
I just mean more now. Like, do you reflect on how much you wanted it and now you've got it, and like just how much of a trip that kind of is?
Yeah. Like that's just the start of the trip. Like that was I guess what I did early on. Then that was what kind of made me an NRL player, because like the stuff I did from 14 to 21, 20, 14 to 18, I reckon, kind of was pulling me back from being an NRL player. So I was fortunate enough that I had that kind of drive instilled in me early, and I already had that base of like I was a lot fitter than most kids when I went to school, and I started doing like my because rugby league was a subject at the school, like literally a subject.
Cool, man.
You could do
bro,
rugby
volleyball
league.
was a subject, soccer was a subject, rugby league was a subject.
Did you need to look into the history of any of these sports as part of it, or you just got to play it?
No, you just went out and pretty much did catch pass and stuff like that, and
that's mad.
Could you do volleyball and
no, it was just one sport, excellent, and it was like it was a university subject. Like you could use it as part of your I don't know what QCS I think it's called.
Oh, right. As in, like, it would go to your UAI.
Yeah.
Hell.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
How was it when you made your NRL debut? Was your dad just
but that's
pumped?
when I think I reflected on it the most. It was like, fuck, like I've been doing this. I've been dreaming this for years, and my mum and dad Melbourne did good thing, and they flew all your parents down, and they put them in hotels, and I remember seeing them when I was running out. That's probably when I reflected on it the most. It's like, you put me through torture and it paid off, Dad. Well done.
yeah, thanks. Like, it's a bit of a gamble there. Imagine if it didn't happen.
Does he sort of brag in that way to like people at work and shit? Is he like, mate, you know, he made it because I had him going at it when he was 3.
Mate, every time he goes to the pub, it starts talking to someone random. He goes, oh, my son's Brandon Smith. It's like, oh, yeah. I said, how's your kids?
Yeah. Were any of your other siblings being pushed to do it, or was it mainly you?
Oh, I don't really know. Like, I didn't really see how hard like my other siblings got pushed. But yeah, for sure. Like my little brother, that's still, he's all on.
Is he playing? Is he in?
Yeah. He's in the Roosters SG ball team.
Hectic.
Yeah, so I guess he got pushed as well, but he's a lot less strict now. I think he's got like his golden prize, and he's got one NRL son. Forget about the rest.
Fuck the other ones.
Nah.
So how's your brother go? What's his name?
Yeah, he's alright. He's a big boy.
Is he?
Jaden. He's Jaden Smith. Yeah, he's a big boy. He's a little bit bigger than me, but he's footy smart. He's just he's still working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he come across to the Roosters when you did, or was he there before that?
Yeah. He came across from Brizzy, but I sort of grew up with my older brother for like that period where I was training real hard, and I kind of had that competitive drive against him. Whereas like I moved away from my little brother when he was little. He was like 6, and I guess he just didn't really have that. He grew up with just my mum and my dad and my sister. So he's still working on his path.
Is he living with you?
Yeah, he's unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Used my car to go on a date yesterday.
Did he?
And then I woke up this morning, I walked in the room, he's hugging some bloke. And I'm not against that. But
no, of course. Well, maybe that was obviously the date. Congratulations. You're out and him on the podcast. What did you do for Valentine's Day? You got a missus now, don't you?
Yes, we drove back from Melbourne, the game we played, we drove back.
Nice.
I just watched the Super Bowl the whole time.
Nice.
She drove? She drove. Then we swapped over because she wanted to watch the halftime show, Rihanna.
Okay.
And I was looking, going, man, babe, Rihanna looks a bit fat. And then it came out that she was pregnant, and I was like, that's
Well, yeah,
that's
your
why.
spidey senses were working. Dave was pointing out to us that he saw a video of you and your missus like saging your house or some shit.
I wasn't saging my house.
Well, apparently you were saging.
It was you. He said you were saging.
We heard you were saging.
I'm not a sager, but I'm not opposed to it anymore. I was
Yeah,
making fun of her. Because there would have been a lot of bad juju in that room.
Why do you say that?
Oh, it's a lot of boys live in that house.
Yeah,
that room
okay,
would have got some work.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was walking through with the thing and like,
Setting off smoke alarm.
yeah, but like I love the smell of it.
See, I don't know. Does it smell
Sage
good?
is nice.
It's
See,
nice.
Tom can't smell.
I
He
don't have
can't
a sense
smell
of smell.
anything.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew a guy like that. Went to school with him, Ty Carucci.
There you go. Shout out to Ty.
So I've got some questions with that.
Yeah.
Do you know if you stink?
No, dude. I've got like deodorant in the car, deodorant in my
how
bag.
do you? So did you?
I just do it all the
actively
time.
smell-
Yeah. You got to be on the front foot. If I take my shoes off though, I'm wigging.
So you don't know what a poo smells like?
I don't know what a poo smells like, and I fart like.
How weird's that?
You know what I mean?
He
Like,
doesn't know what anything smells like.
But
He
I
doesn't
don't-
know.
I don't understand like the shame of dropping your guts and having it like fucking clear a room. So I'm like, if I need to fart, I just do it. Until I started working with this chick, and then I was like, I can't be doing this now. And so I was holding it in all the time, and I was like, how do people do this? I felt like I was going to crap my pants the whole time.
So you would just before that you just.
Dude, I would have legit bathroom breaks just to go and blast a fart and then come back to work. I was like, this is ridiculous.
I usually have like a way of knowing if they smell. Like usually when my butt warms up after it's been released, I know it's going to be bad.
So you mean if
there's tells.
There's tell, like there's a little tell.
Listen,
There's tells.
it's funny how sensitive your bum hole actually is in that sense, where you're like, you can feel a real hot one brew, and you're like, this is.
Aren't your guts another brain?
They do say
Stands
that.
to reason
Yeah.
the bum hole's got
Maybe
a
a
bit of thinking
third
about
brain.
it.
Yeah. Because I do know, like, I can't, obviously I don't know how it smells, but I can tell, or at least I think I've got a vibe when I'm like, this thing doesn't feel like it's going to be nice for anyone to do.
Well, yeah, there's ones that just sort of they're brewing almost.
Yeah.
You know? They've got a
Percolating.
mind of their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then ones where you feel like you might crap yourself if you do it. That's obviously another
But
problem.
what about when you do a poo? Like you don't know if it's going to be a real bad one because they
No
can be
idea.
real bad.
No idea at all. I mean,
And-
that's why I've got to keep windows open. I've got to have that spray in the bathroom. It's a lot, dude.
But you can get a bit of an inkling based on diet and weekend behaviour.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
If it's Monday morning after a huge weekend, like
A UFC at Perth.
like a UFC at Perth, sure.
Yeah.
You know, all you ate was chicken tenders
Yeah.
and
And-
See,
fucking
I'm
pizza.
I'm not quite the same. I feel like I'm on the opposite spectrum. I feel like if I eat heaps if I eat real good, eat veggies, man, my gut just rejects that
Really?
in a bad way. Like,
There you go.
And that's when it gets stinky.
So you sort of
If
you,
I-
you're,
I know
you're at your
that when
best on chicken tenders and pizza.
Yeah,
is that what you're
like
saying?
when I drink protein shakes, do the health bars, drink a lot of salad. That's when.
But isn't it the protein
That's what I was about
shakes?
to say,
It's the
the
protein
protein
shakes.
shakes.
But I
gotta
drink
be.
them all the time. But
Okay, that's
A
true.
camera. Maybe it's
can't you
beans,
tell?
No, I can't. Yeah, you are looking good.
legumes, that sort of thing. Not good for
I'm
guts.
gonna piss, boys. Sorry, I've had so much fun.
Good, I'll get this photo up.
Yeah. Tom, I couldn't help but notice that when we were at the UFC on the weekend that our good friends Neds were fucking sponsoring. Of
course
that.
we were, mate.
dude. And it just makes you feel like, okay, what other betting provider could possibly align with the greatest fucking event I've ever been to?
Yeah.
Of course it was Neds.
You know what?
The greatest pairs with the greatest. Always.
And we were responsibly engaging in some wagering.
Yeah, we
Sounds
were.
like Eminem. Engaging in some wagering.
Yeah, we're engaging in
Some wagering. Was engaging in some wagering.
But you,
Which I was.
Which we were.
Responsibly.
But you can do it because of Ned's, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, you look down, you look at that fucking mat and that octagon Meds boost on the floor. It makes you feel right, makes you feel good. Why? Because they're the best in the business. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Every market under the sun. They had NRL trials. People thought, oh, you couldn't bet on NRL trials. Fucking oath you can.
No, you
Neds.
can. It's actually one of the great elements of the NRL trials kicking off is that you can have a little something on your rugby league trials. So I just wanted to, on behalf of certainly Eddie and myself, Jack, I'm going to speak for you as well.
Thank you.
I just wanted to thank Neds for their support, but also for providing us with a product that is so elite.
Well, it's best in class.
Yep.
Now, punters and drillers, it is important to...
Serious stuff
time. It's important to preface that if you need assistance, okay, please call 1-800-858-858 and always remember to gamble responsibly.
Correct. If you're engaging in some wagering.
I
saw some guys in Ned shirts. I said, hated them.
There we go.
Okay. So is this when you're just a young whippersnapper?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That guy's leaning over.
Wow, bro.
And he's as low as he can go, and he's about to take my head off.
That is fucking unbelievable.
Chop around the chin.
We'll have to put this in.
That was back in the day. That was like when you could like pretty much dump people on their heads and they didn't care. Mate, the amount of times I just got like picked up and like thrown.
Bro, you are fucking tiny in that.
Just a fucking head on it.
Have a go at the boys behind you in your own team. He's double your height.
Yeah, and he's not exactly a big boy, that guy.
Wow. And the fucking hell, where are the boys with the goatees? They're not even in the photo.
Dude, you must have been the same. Like, I played, and everyone was fucking way bigger than me. I played on the wing.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get tackled near the sidelines. They would just pick me up and take me
Yeah.
Surely that wasn't the same size difference as you.
Probably not that bad, but, like, not far off.
Jesus Christ, Tom's going to lose it when he sees that. You poor fucker. Did you ever come off, like, just fucked up?
Oh, mate. But, like, the boys in the team would always be, like, pump me up and be like, oh, done so well.
Have a fucking go at this, Tom.
Oh my fucking God, dude.
Mike.
Sorry. That's
Wild.
Are we able to put this in the video or not?
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, that is so sick. You're a fucking psycho.
Well, I didn't get a choice.
I know, but that's almost what makes fucking talented players. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just got to you're thrown into it.
He was saying after he got fucking laid out during games, like the boys would pumping shit up.
Like, good run. Just been thrown a double backflip. And he's like, mate, great run.
Mate, like, you're not up to these guys' dicks. They're all huge.
Yeah, that's not a bad way of putting it.
Can you send us that and we'll put it in the YouTube?
Sure.
That's
Crazy.
unbelievable.
You were saying like you're doing boxing training, that sort of stuff. I've heard you can throw them.
Oh.
Were you going to jump on a no limit car or something?
Oh, I think not
golden gloves.
Not golden gloves.
I
fought someone in the ring that won golden glove.
Right.
And I beat him. So.
Well, there you go. Well, I'm happy to just give you that.
Didn't you beat an amateur champ? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. I don't know what his name was anymore.
Well, no one does because that's what happened.
But. It wasn't really like I didn't box to become a good boxer or anything. I just did it solely for my dad thought it'd make me fitter. And I guess it worked. But and then I got into it for a little bit, and then the coach was like, "Oh, we'll throw you in the ring," and I think I had like 6 or 7 fights. Like 3 were just like pretty much at the pub sort of fights, and then
love that.
Like the other 3 were like in ABA, which is Auckland Boxing Association, but that was a long time ago.
Did you ever lose?
No, I didn't lose.
There you go.
You won every fight.
Yeah, well, the first 3 they were exhibitions, so they didn't get like put on
on your record
or anything. They didn't announce a winner, but they were pretty.
So what? You're 4-0 essentially.
Well, no, we give him 6.
I'm giving you
6 fights, 6 wins.
Yeah, or 7. Did you say?
I've lost 2 fights in my life.
And is this like in the ring or just generally?
Nah, I've had a fair few, but I've lost 2, and they're both to my older brother.
There you go.
There you go.
That's also something that, you always see with athletes a lot of the time is like the one that's successful is the younger brother who's had to, like even with Garside, he's got 2 older brothers. Like you're constantly having to compete with the older ones, getting flogged. basically playing football
Exactly.
with 50-year-olds when you're 8.
Would you ever do like a no limit card?
Think about it, yeah, but not right now. Not now, like this year.
Yeah.
But I definitely think about it.
Would you ever fight Jordan Simi?
Oh, I'd love to fight Jordan Simi.
I'd love to watch you fight Jordan Simi.
Mate, he'd be vaping in the ring.
Yeah, well, because he reckons he's fighting again. He was talking to us on the weekend.
Oh, yeah?
So listen, I'm just putting it out there. I'd like to see it.
If
mean,
Jordan
It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to happen tomorrow.
Listen, and this is no disrespect to Jordan Simi because I couldn't fight at all. But he did lose to a retired Justin Hodges. I don't know how he's going against a current cheese.
Justin Hodges did knock down Paul
Love
Gallen.
Justin Hodges.
All I'm saying,
Love Justin Hodges. He's a legend of the game, but he's not an active player, undefeated in boxing.
Oh, so you're worried for Jordan Simi?
Against Cheese, yeah. Yeah, I am.
The only thing I'd be worried about is he's a fucking tall boy,
He's
man.
humongous.
Yeah,
dude.
He's a
tall
tall
glass
boy.
of
He
water.
is so big.
Yeah, and
But-
he's
jacked.
He's jacked,
Big and thick.
big and thick and jacked.
But I think he'll fight. I reckon he'd do it. I reckon he'd fight for like a bit of money.
Fight you.
Yeah, maybe.
I reckon
Oh,
he would.
100%
I don't
he
know.
would.
I reckon he would. You mean
100%
you've got to
he
be
would.
game to do that
This
shit.
might be an avenue for it. I'll definitely fight Jordan Simi.
There we go.
Well, there you go.
There we go.
What's the Roosters? Do they have like a club policy on fighting in the off season?
Well, I think Tukiaho fought.
Yes, he did.
That's a good point.
Did he fight Paulo? Or...
I don't know who he fought.
Oh, no, Jamin Lowe. He's the old Storm guy, wasn't he?
Oh, Jamin Lowe,
That was who it was.
the great man.
I hadn't seen Jamin Lowe for a long time, and I saw him. I was like, I don't recognise Jamin Lowe. he looks like a.
Jamin Lowe's not the Jamin Lowe you remembered.
Well, he's just looked fucking huge. He looked like what are those dudes with beards who like live in the woods and chop
Yeah,
down
yeah.
trees and
Wood-
shit?
wood-
He comes
wood-
across as a guy like that
woodcutters.
as well.
Not woodcutters.
No, what are they called? Lumberjacks.
Thank you, Toddler.
Woodcutters.
Lumberjacks.
Woodcutters. Sure. Fucking hell. So you won one comp with the Storm.
Yeah, one comp.
But was there one where you were part of the other one?
Yeah, the 2017 side.
How was that? How's the Storm generally? How do you reflect on them? Because obviously,
Oh, I love them, bro. Like, they were the first team to give them the opportunity, and they
how'd
made.
that go? Like in terms of your opportunity? Because weren't you with the Cowboys?
Yeah, I was with the Cowboys, but they sort of offered me a contract, and then my manager came and said, like, look, the Storm have offered you the contract, and it was pretty much like that was the end of.
Yeah.
Like, I was a hooker at the time, to go train with Cam Smith, and like Craig Bellamy when I was growing up was probably the only coach's name I knew. Like,
Right.
Craig Bellamy and Wayne Bennett. The rest, I just wouldn't have never thought
Yeah.
of their names. Wouldn't be able to think of their names. So to be able to go over there and play with them, it was pretty much like end of discussion, really.
Yes, you take that.
Yeah.
And so who was at the Cows at that time? Like, was JT still at the Cows? Did you have any like interaction with them?
JT
or-
was there, but I think he retired 2017.
I think that was his last season.
Did he get injured?
Yeah, he did get injured, and then they went on the run to the final that year, didn't they?
Yeah, they beat the Roosters in the
And then they
prelim.
lost.
That's right, and they lost the Storm.
I can't quite recall.
I
What
can't.
was how much did Cameron Smith shape your career from like a dummy half perspective?
Yeah, but he's just. It's hard to like say because he didn't like give you here's the secrets or anything like that. It's just like I sat next to him for pretty much for 5 years in the locker and just watching him go about his business the way he does. Like I don't know how anyone like he cops heaps of hate.
Yeah, I
from,
don't know
like,
why.
I don't know why because
No,
he's just
weird.
like he's just the epitome of a good human.
I
Like
can't help but feel like the media might have something to do with that.
anything I did, like if I leave rubbish on the floor, he'd like, you go pick that up. Like
Yeah, right.
stuff like that, like just little things that, like you could tell his parents just like he was raised proper, and he's just an absolute Aussie bloke. He knows every answer to every single bottle cap 4XLs, and it's so annoying.
I'm not shocked by that.
Oh, I'm not
honestly.
shocked by
sounds
that
like
either.
Exactly a Cam Smith thing.
No,
to be into.
that sounds like.
I reckon he's seen a few of them bottle caps in his time.
Well, that's probably why he knows them, because he's drunk. He knows every answer.
Yeah, but like we went and had a like teacup party in his room one time, just with 4X, and there's a little game you play in. So when so if someone answers the question right, you have to drink the bottle and then try to finish it, like land the liquid on the X, like the 4Xs.
yeah, yeah.
And if you miss it, you have to finish the vessel. And then you ask the next question, and the bloke just did not miss. It's just like
He's perfect at everything.
he's just putting you under pressure constantly.
That sounds like Cameron Smith, doesn't
Was
it?
he? Is he like intimidating at all around the club, or is he like a good dude who just sort of sets standards?
No, like he was intimidating in the fact, like only if you were probably like doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
That's when you were scared of him. Like if you're doing the wrong thing, you're going to be scared of him. If you fuck up, he's going to come down on you, but like he's not going to spray you or anything like that. He's going to give you like the talk of why this is the wrong thing to do and what this club's about and like what we're trying to achieve and stuff like that. Just he's just the fucking man, bro.
Did the Storm lose a lot? This sounds like a dumb question. Obviously, they lost a lot when they lost him, Billy, Cooper. But in terms of like the standards side of thing that they would set, did that change a lot when they left, or
not
was it
really, because I think
passed on.
I think the coaching staff kind of they live by the same sort of standards, and I don't think so as much. I think it was a little bit more relaxed, I reckon, but not quite like we still were driven to win, and everyone wanted to achieve the same goal. I think it was just just a lot of leadership was lost. Like, you still had those older guys that were there, but you had Cam who would, like, he could talk the arse end out of a monkey. Like, he could just say things that could just inspire you. When I played with him, bro, I never once thought, like, we're in danger of losing this game. Like, because he's just had that calming influence over him.
Let's say you're down, fucking 8 points with 10 to play. They've just scored. Like, what's he saying behind the post?
Nothing like special. Just like 10 minutes to go. We've got so much time. We know what we got to do. Like, we've got the footy in us. Like, and just everyone's just like looking, going, all right.
Yeah.
So he's just not worried.
Nah, just never worried.
Do you take any, like, do you see yourself as a leader generally, or is that something you want to be? Like, do you give speeches? Do you say shit?
Oh, I talk a lot.
Yeah.
But I think I just need to be a bit more leader by example, is what I reckon. But
when did you notice you were starting to become like a cult figure where the people were all like, the fans all got around, whether they were Storm fans or not? Like, was there a moment? Was it the champ cheese thing? Was it?
Yeah, I think it was just after the grand final sort of thing, and then when you go out and people would come up to you and like, oh, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I love you, and hate, or like people comment on your shit. I hate the Storm, but love this player. Like, you're like, oh fuck, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
because a lot of people hate the Storm.
I fucking hate the Storm.
Well, it's the success thing.
That's a manly
that's what
thing
it
too.
is.
That's a
I
manly.
respect the Storm, but I hate the Storm.
Everyone hates Manly, so we hate everyone. But it's hard to like a team that wins so fucking much and dominates.
Similar to the Roosters, you've got another team that I hate, but respect.
Well, I like all the players, just don't like the club.
Yeah.
I do notice that, like, you see a lot of people talking about how they hate Penrith now.
Mate, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Everyone was
Success breeds.
fucking all over their dick when they were going well. And
When they were new.
and they were this great new toy, and they were fucking, they had this sort of camaraderie, and everyone loved it. They were all from the area. Now they've won 2 in a row, and was like, fuck those guys.
Fuck Penrith.
They're too arrogant now, is like the line,
the cliche.
So, listen, it happens. I wanted to ask, I see a lot of like photos coming out of Storm training, and Billy's like he's in the drills or he's part of the drills. Could he still play?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I reckon he could.
it doesn't.
I reckon he could, because he comes in like and just dominates you, and you're like, bro, fuck off back to the.
Yeah, you're 40 years old.
Like,
dude.
comes in the like conditioning games and just like runs amok on you, and you're like, bro, like, retire.
Yeah, what are you doing, dude? Can you go
He's
away?
just one of those guys, bro. He has to be active, He's got a million jobs. Like, he's just fucked, bro.
Yeah, Billy is fucked. He's also someone that like is good looking, and he's getting, in my opinion, better looking as he gets older. So now he's like the Queensland coach. I'm like, I already know I'm just going to be telling my kids about how much they're going to know Billy Slater for being like this weapon post-career coach or something. I'll be like, well,
Yeah.
You should have seen him play.
Should have seen the kid play.
Should have seen the kid play because the kid could play.
Kid could play.
Billy the Kid.
Yeah.
But he is.
He's no Brett Stewart, but the kid can play.
No, he's not Brett Stewart, and Billy knows that.
Billy knows it.
Billy knows that.
Everyone
There's only
knows
one
it.
Prince.
There's only one Snake Stewart.
That's right. That's right. Now Billy, obviously, you could argue has greater accolades,
Brett got
but
injured.
sometimes it's about more than numbers.
Yeah, Brett got injured. Billy was all right, but he was no Brett Stewart. Respectful.
Billy got injured.
Fuck. He didn't get injured.
Look, if you had to have
Something like that with shoulder problems.
if you had to have someone playing for your life, it'd be the Prince.
Yeah.
We know that.
We know that. Absolutely. So
I actually asked Smithy one time, I was
Yeah.
like, if there was one player you could have in your team, there's 30 seconds to go in your draw, who would you have? And he said Darren Lockyer.
dude,
There
I'm
you
not sure.
go.
That's
Yeah.
pretty. I mean, who would be yours? Would it be Smithy?
Yeah, be Smitty.
Darren Lockyer is one of my favourite players, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Like, he was so sick.
If they're going to let in two immortals next, who do you think it'll be?
I'd have to go with Cam,
Yep. I think that's probably a logical decision.
and I'd go with Lockyer.
Yeah.
No JT.
Yeah, well, I think Lockyer is a little bit.
More
Maybe they'll go with JT and Lockyer.
than Cam.
Yeah,
Bringing up the rear,
yeah.
metaphorically speaking.
Because I think aren't they doing two every 5 years now? I could be wrong on that. Maybe Dave will be able to tell us. But
Is Greg Inglis?
then there's
Dude,
Greg,
see,
there's
GI.
JT, there's Billy. Like there's quite a list.
Yeah. Who'd be the player in the game currently then, if you like had to have someone playing for your life right now?
Well, probably go Teddy.
Teddy?
Yeah, currently, yeah, Teddy.
It's a shot across the bow at all you Storm guys. Jump on that, Dean Ritchie. No mention of Cam Munster there.
Fuck Cam Munster.
What's Teddy been like?
Nah, he's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's that different sort of captain. Just
In what way?
well, he's like a leader, and when he talks, everyone listens. Like everyone listens.
Really?
I mean, I think Nick Politis listens when Tedesco talks.
Yeah, right.
But he's also that fun, charismatic, like young sort of soul. I've loved like my time with him so far, and he's just so uplifting.
Really? So he just sounds like a great dude.
Yeah, he's a great. I remember one of the younger fellas, Teddy was running off, and I don't know, so he done something real good, and he goes, I don't know what it is, but everything seems to work out for that guy. It was a good laugh.
Who's impressed you generally in the side? Like, there are ones where you're arriving to a club and you know Tedesco's are going to be good. Is there anyone that's sort of been like, oh my god?
Yeah, well, like Radley for me, I didn't know that. I knew he was funny. I knew he trained hard, but I didn't know he was like. He knows the game so well, bro. Like he'll call plays, and then he'll come up to me and go, "Bro, like do this. This is the guy's gonna come out and blah blah blah." And Bush, everything he said just like comes to fruition. I'm like, fucking hell.
How does it work in a situation like that where like you're obviously an established player in the NRL, you played for your country, and you're coming to a new club, but you still have a standing in the game. But then when someone like Victor comes and starts telling you what to do, is it because you're at a new club that you're inclined to listen to someone? Does he have to earn your respect before you give a fuck about what he says? Like,
No.
how does that go?
No, I don't think it's like that. I think if you're not listening to the players around you, regardless if you're Cam Smith, like you're not really gonna like be a good player.
Okay.
Because like people see things better than you do sometimes, even if they're not as good a player as you. Like I'm not gonna not listen to the young hooker that come off the field, like what advice he's got for me, what he saw in the defence, because he's younger and not more experienced than me. Like you got to take in all the info that you're getting, like from all the players around you. That's what Cam did. Like Cam would come up to you and go like, "Oh, what are you seeing?" And then you'd tell him, and he'd take it. Maybe he'd say, fuck, you're an idiot. But
Yeah.
like he genuinely just wants to know like what like, and he's the best hooker in the game. But you see him watch video on every other hooker, like trying to pick what they're seeing. So if you kind of you're kind of missing out if you don't listen,
For sure.
regardless of your status in the team.
What's Suoliti like? Is he just a fucking absolute beast or what?
Yeah, just a beast,
Yeah.
bro. He's gonna be ridiculous.
Is he still 19? I think he is.
Yeah, I think
He's
so.
still 19, bro, and he's just like got that mentally he is there. Like he's,
Does he like realize how good he is?
I think he's humble, man. He's really humble. Like doesn't talk too much. Like talks when he wants to. They're on the other side of the locker to me, and they just rap.
They rap.
They rap. They play loud music and they rap hymns. Manu and Sitili Tupanua, they just have their little click over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so funny to watch.
What do they rap?
I don't know. They're freestyle.
Do they?
Play some beats and just freestyle to each other.
my God.
Do that?
It's actually epic. And yeah, going back to Suwali, bro, he's the Mickey, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like just first one in training, always working on everything, meditating,
Wow.
doing everything. Like he's fucking 19, owns a house in Double Bay. Like sit down.
Yeah.
Like,
So
what are you doing? Like honestly, what are you doing at 19? Like
so he doesn't take his gifts for granted.
nah, he doesn't. Like he's still like just that eager to learn. But I've just got to bring him down that's my job. I just
Shit the
spray him
kid.
all the time,
Yeah.
make fun of him.
Spray the humble kid.
If he
who's
does a
meditating.
little knock on, mate,
Yeah.
you spray him.
Yeah.
You got to.
No,
You
fuck
got
yeah.
it. You
Yeah,
got it.
absolutely.
You got to. Did
That's-
you
wow, he's only a fucking house already as well.
That's
It's
crazy.
hectic.
Did you see the NRL roast hottest 100? Ranking the hottest 100.
Yeah, I'll
NRL
cop
players.
50.
Okay, good. We
I'll
wanted to
cop
check.
that, bro.
No, absolutely.
50, well, I think 50 is
50?
pretty good.
I wouldn't have gone any I wouldn't have gone any higher. Like you deserve to be in the top 50.
I think you deserve to be in the top 50.
What is that? 400 players. I'm in the top. I'm
Don't ask
top
me for
eight.
percentages, bro.
in the top 8th percentage.
Top 8.
Yeah, do you know he's more around?
I
I've
don't know
made the
what
top
an
8.
Yeah,
What's
you're
an
the top
eighth?
8 technically.
An eighth is like what, 12% or something?
I don't know.
No?
Don't ask me. mate.
20th?
Yeah, 12.5%.
Bang.
Numbers guy.
Wow.
Thomas said no. So sure.
Hey, yeah, that makes sense.
Mate, that's pretty good.
I know.
Now, do you get notified before the thing goes out? That you're
No,
gonna be
I
in
only
the top
saw it.
50?
I only saw it this morning.
And what do you think of the top 10? Can you get the top? Or I'll get the fucking.
Suoliti, I think, was like 11.
See,
or-
that's bullshit, dude.
I think Connor Watson's been stiffed.
Yeah, where was
Yeah,
he,
he
bro?
has.
He was like 14th, I think.
Nah, bullshit.
been
Can you get
stiffed.
up the top 20, Dave?
I look at Connor Watson, man. Oh,
Oh, he's
He's
hot.
so
We had him in
dreamy.
here, dude. We were
he's just
staring at him.
dreamy, bro.
We
Yeah.
gave him one of those pink punch dribblers hats, and we were like, this hat was made for his head.
Yeah.
And bro, like he's chiseled, tan,
Jacked.
Got a
Jack.
really nice
Yeah.
jawline.
Yeah, really solid.
and he can
jawline.
roll the beard or the shave, like no dramas.
That's also see. Whereas that's why we have beards because we can't go with shaved. We look fucking.
Because I
ridiculous.
look absolutely absurd.
Have you ever seen that meme of Jason Momoa without his beard?
No,
Oh,
I haven't.
no.
Fuck,
but
it
I
looks
can imagine.
So funny.
There was
yeah.
one. Do you follow UFC at all?
Nah.
Well, there's a guy,
I
Hum-
love UFC. Yeah.
Hamzat.
Yeah.
They did. There was a whole thing where they fuck. It was bullshit.
I
but
seen that
the one
actually.
with him without a beard and he had no chin and no nothing. I was like, oh my god! I thought it was legitimate. So go top 20.
20 is Mitchell Moses. 19 Suoliti.
That's bullshit.
19?
That's
Yeah.
fucking
I
insane.
thought he was
dude.
11.
He should be in the top 5.
18 Connor Watson.
No, that's
This
way
is
too high.
Disrespectful, bro.
Yeah, and then 17 Ryan Madison.
What,
Nah.
see Connor Watson behind Maddo?
Yeah, Ryan Madison's all arms.
He's
dude.
got some pipes. I'll
Yeah.
give him that.
Yeah, but it's not a piped based selection.
No,
it's,
this
it's
is-
overall hotness.
Yeah.
16 Stephen Crichton.
Oh, look, Stephen Crichton's hot,
Stephen
but
Crichton.
again, Suoliti,
Yeah.
Suoliti's hotter.
Connor Watson.
It's really, yeah.
15 Harry Grant.
Over
That's-
Connor Watson.
Yeah, look, no disrespect to
Over
Harry
Connor.
Grant.
Yeah, Harry's good.
He's
Harry's
great.
good.
We love Harry.
Yeah.
But, like, fucking hell.
He's just got a lot of infections and stuff. Like oils, ringies.
there you
Did you
go.
used to live with him?
I used to, oh no, I didn't live with it. I basically did, but I had to like quarantine him for a little bit because
Yeah.
he's just
What do you mean by boils? Like he just gets.
just gets a lot of skin infection.
Yeah, right, okay.
Like ringworms.
Dude, we were saying when we were talking about him being like imagining him being like a kid, he would have been like a really grubby, like
He would have been a
naughty,
grommet,
annoying
bro.
kid.
Just
Yes, he would have been. I don't remember that. No,
No, we
you
got
shouldn't be
into-
surprised by that.
No.
But I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Shout
Shout out to Harry Grant though, friend. You've got friends here.
Well, he's a friend of
You're
the show.
welcome anytime.
oh, we
There's
love
nothing-
him. We
there's-
love him.
We love you, but
It's not a negative to say that you're a grubby kid.
no. And as G says, you got ringworm, which is fucking.
14, Nathan Cleary.
Nah, sorry. Look, I like
Connor Watson.
See, I
Nathan
keep
Cleary.
comparing
Connor Watson,
everyone to
Nathan
Connor
Cleary.
Watson.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It sounds like the criteria is bringing into like footy skill.
which is not.
or your status in the game.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have anything to do with it. This should be about pure, unadulterated hotness.
Val Holmes, 13.
Yeah, see, I don't mind that.
No, Val's hot.
Tino, 12.
I
Tino.
like Tino, but
He's another Boyle boy.
is he? Oh, he's another Melbourne man, eh?
Doesn't eat veggies.
Is that why he gets
Really?
boils?
He's
Is
not a kind of a carnivore, but he doesn't eat veggies because he just doesn't like the taste of them.
Jeez.
all vegetables? Because they can taste quite different.
Some vegetables phenomenal.
Doesn't eat salad.
I'm not a big
And
salad
that's why
guy.
So
my-
no salad, no veggies.
My direct thoughts are that's why he gets
the skin shit.
boils. That's why he's got this mullet, bro. If he gets rid of that's just a farm of ringworm. I know firsthand, and that's just fucked. His whole back of his head is just rings.
Oh, there you go. He's covering it up well.
Paddy Carrigan at 11.
Patrick Carrigan at 11?
He's not a bad looking
What
guy,
is
but
going
I don't
on
know.
here?
Listen.
Connor Watson, you
Listen.
need to put in a
Yeah.
formal
I
complaint.
think it's a little high. I think he's a little low, a little high,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. Number 10, Ruben Garrick.
Ruben needs to be way higher up. Ruben's a top fiver.
Yeah,
Ruben is a top three, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Ruben's a good looking man.
He is, dude. Those cheekbones are fucked.
Herbie Farnworth, number 9.
No,
They got a good photo.
just straight up no.
He's
sorry.
actually a big boy, man. Have you?
Yeah?
Have you
Never seen him. I like Herbie. I'll never forgive him for one game, but other than that, he's not hot enough to be in the
I
top.
was on the piss in England, and I ran into him and what's that winger from Knights' name?
Oh, Don Young?
Don Young.
They are big fucking boys.
Yeah.
Dom Young's huge.
Dom seems big.
They're really big.
Herbie ripped.
I thought I was.
He did, yeah.
I thought I was standing behind like a basketballer, and then it looked like Dom Young, and then it turned out it was Dom Young.
And Herbie also a big boy. Eh?
Big boy.
Herbie's good. I rate Herbie.
And
Yeah, so do I.
I think he's a top 20 hot guy. I don't think he's top 10.
No, I'm wondering whether there's some English collusion going on there because he's a POM. They're trying to get a POM into the top 10.
You reckon this
Well, which-
you reckon this is POM-based collusion?
I think it might be, dude. And unfortunately, in a sporting context, for me, being English actually rules you out of contention of the top 10.
So Connor Watson, he's still hotter than everyone named from 18.
Yeah, I haven't heard. Except
What-
maybe
well-
Suoliti, or was Suoliti was above
Surely he
him?
was 19.
Okay, yeah. Well, both of those two, I think.
Yeah,
Except
yeah.
for Garrick, maybe.
Yeah, listen, obviously I'm pro Ruben, but I'm pro Connor.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Number
I'm a
eight.
realist.
8 should have been number 1, though. Pappenhausen.
No, he should not have been number
He
one.
shouldn't be in the top 10. No disrespect, Pappenhausen. Hot, great chin. One of the.
Tell
great
me how he's hotter than Connor Watson. Tell me.
Have you ever seen him play rugby league football?
That's
That's not what we're talking
He looks
about,
hot when he
mate.
plays. He just glides along
Nah.
the field. He's a hot
No,
boy.
see, look, it's blokes like
He's
you
got the
not
mullet and the
understanding the
mo.
fucking criteria.
He's got the mullet and the mo. You can't beat it. 7, Joey Manu.
Yeah, Joe's
yeah,
hot.
he's there.
6, Jordan Ricky.
Yeah.
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 5, Reece Walsh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4, Dylan Brown.
I think he's maybe a top 10er, but I don't think he's four.
Yeah, he's definitely top 10, but
Four's a bit high for Dill, respectfully.
3, Ponga.
as a person, though, Dill Brown gains a lot of points.
Oh, yeah, is he a good man?
He's funny, man.
Is
He's
he?
good value, man. He's real good value.
So I don't think anyone ever thought that in the great bromance of our time that Connor was hotter than Kalen was hotter than Connor.
No.
No, you're right. When
Well,
that
he's not.
bromance, no, he's not.
But like in that bromance, we all knew and
Respectfully,
loved and
Kalen.
respected.
Love Kalen.
Love Kalen. Welcome anytime as well, Kalen. But Connor's hotter than you. Connor was
I think
holding
Kalen
up,
knows that.
he was holding up the hot end of that bromance.
He was. And then Kalen obviously holding up the superstar end of the fucking agreement, you know?
All right, where are we at?
Cam Murray, number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nico, number 1.
Listen, Nico's hot right now, so I get it.
Yeah, so do I. It's that hair, dude.
And him in that Indigenous game, I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, he killed it. Did you? Oh, you didn't play it. You
didn't play this year?
Why is that? Just because you wanted to get out there, or like for the Roosters? Or
No, it was sort of just the way Robbo wanted it.
For sure.
Yeah, like I got it too. Like they wanted me to, because I would have missed a whole week of preseason. I haven't really been in the team that long. Like we come back January. Like it's only been 4 weeks of training.
Yeah, right. Do you love those games though? Didn't you you had a fucking weapon of a game for the Maori All Stars? Did you?
Yeah. No, I love the games, but I've missed like the last 3.
Have you?
Yeah, when was the last?
COVID was the last one, I think.
Was that one where you scored a try and then you broke your jaw or something? Did you injure yourself or something in one of
I
those
broke
games?
my cheekbone in like the
Cheekbone.
first 10 minutes.
And then kept playing, got man of the match.
Well, I didn't know I broke it, so when you don't know you broke it, then
Did it hurt at all though?
it was numb.
So you at least knew something was going on.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I
though.
was aware there was something going on because like that whole side of my face was numb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Right, that's when people like me go off.
Yeah, same. So that's when I alert a medical professional and go, I probably shouldn't be playing. I can't feel one side.
It was friendly flyer too. It was friendly fire. Adam Blair came down. I think he tried to elbow some bloke and he's ended up I was on the back end and he just elbowed me straight in the fucking cheek.
Can I ask something about doing the haka? How much are you guys practicing those full on? Because the one they did on the weekend went for 5 minutes.
Now that one don't have to practice too much because everyone already really knows it. It's just those new guys. You probably do 2 sessions.
But that one was long as fuck on the weekend. Does everyone know that real long one?
Yeah.
Is that just because
That one's the same one. It's just that those start bits. You know how Fish came out, did that. Those are the only new bits. It's just still the same one.
Right.
Yeah, just come out a bit longer because those little add-ons.
Right. Has it always been? How long has the team been doing that one?
That Maldies one, I think, pretty much since the Maldies started.
Okay.
Even back in the day, they did that one. But that's just those little extra bits they add in.
How does it differ to the New Zealand haka?
Oh, it's just different meanings.
Right.
All the words are different.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a haka guru sort of guy named Ora. He comes up with all of the hakas for New Zealand, for the Maldies, and that's what they the words represent pretty much.
Is there one Maori language or is there multiple?
No, there's heaps, yeah.
Right. Do you speak any?
Oh, I can understand a little bit of it, yeah.
But you weren't brought up speaking it or?
No, my mum's dad is fluent.
Yeah.
He does he's a spokesperson. Well, he was a spokesperson for the mid-eyes and stuff, which is the gatherings.
Okay. Hectic.
So then, how do they decide, the main words, the ones that all the Kiwis use, your kia ora, kia kaha, those?
Yeah, those ones are all, the one main language, but, different tribes have, kia ora is, universal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kia kaha is probably universal as well, but there's just, it would just be Aboriginal sort of, language. You know how they have lots of different, still sounds the same, but it's just a slight variation.
Yeah, right. Hectic.
That's cool. Very cool.
You see them doing them everywhere now. What do you reckon about I was interested to know about how the haka, because obviously it's a very culturally significant and it's revered around the world. But then there's these times where say you debut and you see a family giving the fucking haka in the crowd. But then I saw the other day and it just made me laugh because it felt so out of context. But when the Maori boys were in a fucking Harvey Norman doing one.
Yeah.
Is there any element to that where you're that's not what that should be done for? Do you sort of look at that and you're well, this isn't what the haka's about, or?
Yeah, heaps like that, bro. It's sort of, because it loses its value if you just keep pumping them out. And I felt over in England, that's what it was like. It's do the haka. It's it's not something that you can just kind of set up. It's more something you feel and something you should never be asked to do a haka, you know?
Yeah, okay.
It should be something that you do because in that moment of time, you felt that way.
Yeah.
You felt like you needed to express that. But, like, if you get asked, like, oh, mate, you should do a haka for this, it's like, oh, it's pretty shit.
Yeah.
Is that the opinion like the haka whisperer sort of has? Like,
yeah,
is
for
he-
sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
I remember, like, when we were over in we were at the school and one of the people was, oh, you guys should do a haka because they were, like, doing, like, a thing for us. And then we were standing there and one of the coaches was like, oh, do a haka, boys, do a haka. And Jared was, oh, you going to jump in? He goes, nah. He goes, well, fuck up then.
And when you're lining up to do one, what's it feel like? Are you like, because, you know, I've heard people also say like, geez, it looks like it'd take energy out of you before a game, but like, are you,
Yeah, you have to have,
you
like-
get jacked for it every time? Like, is there something that sort of like triggers you to sort of switch into it?
Bro, you have to, like, really sort of, like, you want to go all out, but you have to kind of bring yourself back a little bit because I've done some where you, like, after you've finished, you, like, pretty much want to pass out. and then you're just so jacked up, it's like, oh, I'm going to go head high this bloke. Like, so there's, like, yeah, have to now, afterwards, you have to do, like, breath work and, like, try to calm yourself down because you can imagine, like, how jacked someone like Jared would be.
No,
And then
seriously.
he's just like frothing at the bit to go knock some heads off. Like,
Yeah.
you have to be controlled about it now, but it never used to be that way.
No, I bet.
Yeah.
When was it? How old were you when you played? Like, how many you played for New Zealand?
I don't know how many games, but I played
12 games according to Wikipedia.
12 games.
There you go.
I played in 2018, I think it was. Was 2018 the first one?
Yeah.
That was against Aussie.
I think you were in the squad in 2017.
Yeah, I was in
Yeah.
the squad. That was Canberra.
There you go, eh?
How was that? Was that unbelievable?
That was the best ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my best memory of rugby league so far.
Yeah.
Your debut? Yeah.
For the Kiwis. Well, just because, like, the whole setup, we played over in New Zealand, my whole family, everyone got to come watch, like, my mates from Waiheke, and we beat Australia, like, on my debut.
I choose to forget losses generally, so I assumed we won.
Well, it's a safe assumption.
That's a
statistically.
Yeah, statistically, it's pretty. I think Cam Smith won like 98% of his games for Australia.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Played like 55.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's wild. Sorry to do this, boys. I got to piss again.
Okay.
That is alarming.
That is a lot.
Did you see Cooper Johns' Instagram the other day? Nah, not that one.
Which one was it?
Well, I am the beach road baller. No, the his sponsorship for his.
Oh, I did see that, but I didn't know what it was. I just saw like it was a paid.
Did you watch it all?
Nah, should we watch it?
Fuck, it's funny, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's just. I thought it was funny because I know like the family well.
Right. So what's the sponsorship for?
It's for a mattress, but like Maddie just gets so into it.
What's that like? The relationship with the Johns family. You used to live with them and shit, eh?
They're the best. No, I didn't live with them. I'm best mates with Coop.
Okay.
So
We met Cooper for the first time the other day, actually. Nice fella.
Mate, what's the problem with you?
It's my back. Seriously, that bed, the mattress, it's like sleeping on concrete. Help me, Jesus.
Dad, I got something for you.
I appreciate the sentiments, but it's 8:30. It's too early to have a beer.
No, not that. Seriously, I got something that's going to change your life.
Mate, I'm telling you, she's not the perfect woman, but at the end of the day, we've been married 27 years. I don't want another wife.
No, Dad, I want to introduce you to Emma.
No, mate, I know. She sounds like a wonderful woman.
No, Dad, you're not listening to me. Emma, trust me. Just give it a go.
24 hours later.
Wonder how the big fella slept. Dad, are you awake?
Well, good morning.
how much effort for a fucking?
I'd be stoked with that if I was Emma.
You'd be going, that's fucking
That's good
brilliant.
stuff. I'd be frothing.
Yeah, you would be. Well,
He's got to
put
do
that in
one
the
more
video.
for them apparently.
That was funny as fuck. Oh, here
I'd
we
be
go,
giving
go,
him
go.
10 of them
Yeah, for sure.
based on that.
Absolutely. You would. Are you playing on Friday?
Oh, I can't tell you.
Oh,
yeah.
you been named? I was like, well, I don't know.
I've been named.
Starting.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm starting, but I've been named at 9. Haven't really gone through like who's starting, who's not.
You get moved around a bit, or at least you have in your career, right? Where like your back row, front row 9, right?
Yeah.
Is 9's your preference?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Do you ever like what is it about 9 that is your like? Why do you prefer that than? Fucking,
I just think it's like less taxing on the body, but like you get to pick and choose when you get to run and stuff like that, rather than just get thrown the ball and fucking.
And you're like, I guess, more involved in the direction of the game.
Yeah,
and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I think I can see more than I'll than a front rower.
Yeah,
and it's hard to get to those like spots and stuff when you're at front row, or hard to like try break down a game or break apart a defense when you're just kind of getting used as a battering ram. So. But like I also just like prefer it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just something.
What's it been like coming to a glamour club? Because I always describe the Roosters as like the Manchester United of rugby league.
Yes.
Big dick swingers, all the hot boys, all the best fucking players.
Deep pockets.
Deep pockets. Everything above board, obviously, but they're deep as fuck.
Eastern suburbs. All the best players. We mentioned that.
We mentioned deep pockets, all above board.
No juniors.
No juniors. Just buy all the best players from other clubs.
We mentioned that.
Everything above board.
Deep pockets.
Nothing to see here.
Really influential board members, owners.
Uncle Nick, don't worry, it's all good. Is there a lot of pressure coming to a club like that?
I don't think there's like pressure. It's like going to any club really. Like you've got to perform no matter what. But I think it's been good coming here though. Like living in Bondi is fucking
North or south?
north.
Don't say it like that. I live in south. It's fucking.
Well, he said it. He said it. I was in like.
He said it as like I'm not a fucking degenerate loser. I'm like, well, listen, like that's the perception.
Do you hang out at South Bondi?
Yeah. Well, now, listen, I don't have the body to sit on the knoll, dude. Like I can't be sitting there with my shirt
Well,
on.
yeah, listen, he doesn't have the body for the North.
DeLewis doesn't have the body for the north either, but he
the knoll
rocks it.
terrifies me, dude. There's no way you're seeing me.
You don't have Noel in you.
I don't have Noel in me, and I've
The closest you'll get to the Noel is going to North
kiddie
Bondi
pool.
Fish.
Or yeah, or like the kids pool with the fucking, you know what I mean, swimming in there. That's as close as I
Yeah,
see the Noel.
Luke Carey loves that kiddies pool, eh?
Yeah, he's in there all the time.
It's always in that
Well,
kiddies pool, man.
It's actually disgusting because it's warm. It just feels like piss is just
Bro, sometimes
filled in
like the next day you go there and it's just reeking.
of what, piss? Is that what it smells like? So again, I'm not a smell guy, so
Yeah, piss stinks, mate.
I understand it stinks, but I'm like,
Well, you don't know, but you don't understand.
no, but I understand that piss would smell bad based on my understanding of smell.
Not
My
always.
concern is that, am I swimming in piss?
Yes.
Yeah, in the kiddies pool,
Yeah, like, but you know,
Unless it's getting
that's
like
common sense.
yeah, I know, dude, and it's like slippery on the ground, like algae.
Yeah.
sort of, like, you know, like, you're just like, fuck. I
You
try
won't
and
be
avoid
back
it.
in
like
there,
the
will you,
plague.
mate?
I will, but I'm just only because I have to be, not because I want to be.
It must be good knowing like your friends, if you're like just hanging out one on one, they can just let it rip
Well, it'd
whenever.
be good for him.
Whenever, just bang.
Yeah, I mean,
Like there's people you're not allowed to do it around. Like some of my friends, they're just like think it's the most disgusting thing in the world.
I mean, it's
look, you're right. It has its benefits.
apparently though, the more you fart, and I read this on a headline in the last week, and I just committed it to memory because it was like it was good for my story.
Sure.
But like if you fart regularly, that means everything's working.
I thought.
Oh,
I also heard
I'm
Bear
working.
Grylls
Yeah,
say.
dude, I'm working.
I also heard Bear Grylls say that he was like, when he used to be a vegan, he's since come back to meat. He would pound fucking beans all day, and he's like, mate, I'd fart like all day long, and I don't think that's great for you.
Beans make you fart though. Like didn't you know that?
See, I told
But yeah, I understand that. But he's sort of saying
That's
maybe beans aren't good for you.
That's what I mean. Coming back to those veggies, see, he was pumping veggies all day long.
Do you know what I mean? But that's
Yeah,
what he's
okay.
saying. He's like, yeah, I know beans make you fart, but have you ever stopped to think that maybe it's because your gut's like, we don't fucking like
Yeah,
these
we don't
things.
need these beans.
We don't need these beans.
I can understand actually heaps of veggies would make you fart. It's like just becomes like a compost heap in your guts.
It's exactly what it. Yeah,
you
it's
got soil brewing in there.
Yeah, compost.
Compost.
Without the earthworms, you'd hope.
We can't confirm that though.
Can't confirm. So we got back there again for the second time. This podcast.
Welcome to Hello Sport.
What's Uncle Nick like? And you don't have to divulge too much about a notoriously private man, but is he just the man?
He's the man. He just genuinely cares about you, like every one of the players there. Like, he's just a man.
Just a man. And do you have and Mark Boris is someone that we're a fan of. Just
Big fans of Mark.
Boris. Does he get around much? Like, is he?
I seen him the other day. He was getting his rib checked. He had a little boxing fight or something.
Yeah, dude, he still boxes.
Does he?
Yeah.
He's a beast, bro.
Mark is. I got a lot of time for Mark.
Yeah, same. He was in here the other day with James Graham. We weren't here, and it was just like, come on, Mark, hang around.
But he did comment on our Instagram, so
Yeah,
that's
he
something.
did. He commented. That's there you go. You take that.
Was that recently?
That he was in here.
No, that he commented.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was the other
just
day.
saw that.
Yeah.
Is that the Volk thing?
Yeah, the Volk
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. That was
You watched the
nice.
fight?
Yes.
How'd you score it, mate?
I thought he won. Like, I don't know what I'd score the rounds. I can't really remember the rounds.
But you thought he won, is what I meant.
Like,
yeah.
I could just never see myself finishing. Like, if we were out on the street, had a fight, and someone stopped the fight at the point that it got stopped, and you had to tell that bloke he lost the fight.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
oh.
That's the hard element with something like fighting because it's like round by round scoring and shit. Right?
Yeah, I
Like,
think Volk won the fight, but, like, he lost, like, the MMA
Round. Yeah.
match.
I'd
Yeah,
completely agree with that.
Like,
won the fight, lost the game, like the sport.
yeah.
Lost the sport.
It's just shit, though, like that, like, fourth round, was it? Where he was just like,
Yeah, just laying.
nothing was happening to him.
Nothing.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
and you get points for that.
Yeah, and he was also.
I get it,
landing
it's
punches.
MMA, but it's just,
Do you,
he
have
was
you-
like the fucking doing the most damage.
I know.
Who was in control, I wonder?
Well, he had all this. He had more strikes. He had more significant strikes, but
control time?
Islam had more
takedowns.
control time because he just laid on him for fucking.
Yeah. It was fucking. Have you been to a UFC before? That was at
Yeah, I
first
went
one
to
we went
Adesanya versus Whitaker, first one.
Oh, the first one.
Dude,
Yeah.
that was
Sick.
pumping. That was like
Yeah.
the biggest crowd they've ever had, wasn't it?
Bro, it was fucking crazy. The dance,
Oh yeah,
bro, I was like right on the edge there watching it. I was
Oh, sick.
yeah,
that was crazy.
That you must have enjoyed that.
yeah,
It
loved
was
it.
was the opposite for us.
Yeah, were you pro
You
style
would've been.
bender?
Yeah.
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 Well,
I'm not shocked by that.
I'm not shocked by it, but I'm just. I mean, you get to ask. These
I'm
questions.
disappointed, but
Hey,
I get
Bobby
it.
Knuckles got those multi tats too.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
Yeah, that's true.
He does. He's a fucking beast. He got one hell of a cheer when he walked in on the weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
To
crowd
get
went
his seat.
crazy, dude.
Crazy,
yeah.
bro.
He's the man though. Like, he's such a good guy.
Just seems like a super nice dude.
That fight with if that goes through, that's gonna be fucking epic.
Hamzat and
Yeah.
him, that'd be ridiculous. That'll be so. It'll just be like
but the
because he can
best-
wrestle as well.
The best UFC fighter to watch right now, I reckon, is that Michael Chandler. Like,
Oh yeah,
every fight is just pure fucking violence.
yeah,
Like,
mate. He just doesn't care. He just goes and swings.
he's just like, all right, I'm gonna try and knock your head off. You can either try and knock mine, or you can get knocked out.
I think he'd beat Conor McGregor if he fights him.
It's annoying
I
because
think that are they fighting?
Yeah, well, like it's been.
Yeah.
That's what they say, but I just don't believe shit until it actually happens.
Yeah.
supposedly he kind of didn't re-enter the testing pool the other day, and you got to be in it for 6 months. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, I
but
heard that, but I mean, they'll find a way.
Did you see his Instagram? He put up saying he had like heaps of cupping on his shoulder.
Yeah, because remember, you see, he got hit by a car recently.
Nah.
Didn't you say he got hit by a? He was riding a bike in Ireland, and then this car's come up his arse and hit him off the. And he's got up straight away and whipped out the phone. He's got like a bleeding ass. Like he was, he wasn't. He was obviously all right enough to get up, but like he was like, Jesus Christ, he's been hit by a fucking car. And then the guy like gets. Can you imagine hitting someone and getting out and it's fucking Conor McGregor? You're like, oh no.
and he's filming him and like asking his name and shit.
But he's going, it's all
in the
good, it's all
car.
good, God bless, it's all good. And then he's like, the guy's like, oh shit, I'm so sorry, man. He's like, do you want me to like give you a lift home? And he's like, yeah, that'd be good. And then so he's like, they get the bike in the car, and then the next video is Connor sitting in the passenger seat filming this guy's face. What's your name? The guy's like, I don't want to fucking. But so that's what all that shoulder cupping
He
was from.
punched an old bloke for fucking not drinking his whiskey.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
What's he gonna do to a guy that knocked him out with a car?
Seriously. And I bet you the guy was thinking about that the whole time. Like,
I'd be shitting myself.
He-
Well, hitting someone generally, but obviously if it's Conor McGregor.
I don't know. I just looked at the comments and it was just people were just roasting him, going, "Cupping doesn't work."
Does it? What do you like? I've seen that before. I'm like, what is it? Do you have it? Do you have to get it as part
I
of
don't
being a
get
player?
it, but apparently there's no scientific proof that it does anything.
Yeah. It's like it got a bit of acupuncture about it.
Yeah, I'm not a big I got acupuncture. Have you had that?
No, I'm not a big fan of needles.
No, neither, dude. My missus took me to get it, and I was like, "This is fuck." She had them all in her head and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. They were putting them in my toes and in my ass, and I'm like,
Did you any benefit?
no, I was like tense the whole time.
Any benefit at all?
Nothing.
Does it sting?
Nah, slightly. But what it does is going in, not really. But then like hits like a nerve or something. It's like it's releasing pressure. I'm like, bullshit.
Yeah,
I just got needles in me.
No way should a needle to a nerve be a good thing.
No way.
No, fuck no.
No fucking way in the world. You can leave that out of it. My back's been playing up, and my sister-in-law was like, "You got to get acupuncture," and I'm like fuck, I'm getting acupuncture on my back.
No, just go to a physio.
Yeah,
You should be going to a physio.
I want to get something done to my nerves here. When I broke my jaw, I lost like heaps of feeling in my face, and like
No way.
still here, I can't feel like a fucking thing.
Really? Just
Yeah,
there?
Just there. So like if I'm dribbling or something, I have no idea. So I always have to like,
It's like maybe that
just
smell, but you're
precautionary.
just having
Yeah.
to wipe your face.
and like if you touch it, it just like tingles my whole like jaw. It's so
Do you ever accidentally bite that fucking thing?
Yeah, all the time.
That'd be bad.
yeah.
So how long were you numb for across the whole face?
Fuck, ages.
Were you wigging out that it wasn't going to come back?
Nah, like the doctors told me that like your nerves heal like 1 millimeter a day.
Really?
Mm.
There you go.
That's like the average consensus.
Yeah, right. Is it going to come back here? Or is this
I've
one?
got no idea. I might just be fucked.
How long's it been?
2 years?
It's been a while.
I don't know how many millimeters that should
It's
be.
about
But
72 centimeters.
Yeah,
No,
that's all right.
72 centimeters.
dude, don't ask me. Listen. That's
My
hard.
math is so off there, I reckon.
Did you say a millimeter a day
yeah.
for 2 years? No, you are. Your maths is off there. It's gotta be-
Well,
how many millimeters in a centimeter?
that'd be 700.
10?
It'd be 700 and
100.
fucking
I reckon you're close.
712. Is it 712 centimeters?
Or
Millimeters. So 72 centimeters. So
There
he's
you go.
right.
He's right.
Is it 10? 10 mil? Yeah.
It's 10 mils. Yeah.
We are going to be doing a maths class for all of us after this. Mate, so you're starting a potty of your own with James Graham.
Yes.
Jam and cheese.
Yeah, I think it's still the buy round.
Yeah, sorry, it's underneath the
Yeah.
buy round sort of like umbrella, but you're on it.
Yeah.
How'd that come about?
Well, I sort of did the buy round here.
Yeah.
With James Graham, and I don't know. I guess it was good success. Like a success, and they sort of hit me up about it. And bro, like I love James Graham. I've always loved James Graham. Like ever since I started playing rugby league. Like,
Yeah, right.
well, ever since he's like been watching him, like
Yeah.
just the way he goes about his business, and I've had a few good nights with James Graham as well. So I feel like he's a good person to do it, and I know he's not going to be asking me questions to snitch me up or anything like that.
Yeah.
The other guy that Charlie that does the work with him, he's a fucking good guy
Great
too.
man,
so
Charlie.
I pretty much jumped at the opportunity, and I just feel like hopefully post career, like this sort of thing is something that I would like to get used to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I jumped at the opportunity. It was awesome.
He's an absolute beast, James
Yeah.
Graham.
Yeah.
Like his opinions,
Yeah.
like the way that he covers the game is exceptional, I think.
I think
Yeah.
every time you hear him talk about the game, you're like, this is someone who has thought about what he's
He's
going to
very
say, thought
considered.
about his opinions. So
Very
like-
considered.
And they make you, they are often, I'll find when I'll hear him say something, I'm like, yeah, fuck, I hadn't actually even thought about it like that. You know what I
It
mean?
can
Like
be
he actually-
challenging as well. You're
Yeah.
like, ooh. Like he's not afraid to challenge the status
Yeah.
quo on something.
And he's definitely been there, done that. Like,
Yeah.
Yes,
what he
he's got
played
the
over
runs on the
400
board.
games, like all up.
Yeah.
Like,
So do you want to, like, do you have any plans post-career, or is this sort of the thing, as you said, you want to get into, and so you're starting to focus that more? Like,
yeah, I haven't really made much plans. Like I got six good years left.
Yeah.
I reckon
mate, how old are you?
26.
You've got at least 6.
Yeah. 6 good, I said.
Yeah, 6 good. Before you go to
Aim
Super
for
League.
8. Aim for 8.
Well, if he goes 6 NRL, then another 12 in the
6
Super
great
League.
years, 2 good years,
Yeah.
3 more
Man of Steel's in the
hanging
Super
on.
League.
Yeah, you go win like 4 or 5 men of steals
Yeah.
in the Super League. Easy.
Yeah, at a pinch.
But yeah, I love it. I'm looking forward to it.
But so do clubs make you think about post-career? Do they put a lot of
I guess
emphasis on that?
especially at the Roosters, like they hound on it. Like
Yeah.
not post-career like careers, but making sure you've done enough to set yourself up for when you do retire.
Yeah.
That even if you go get a normal job, you're already light years ahead of people that have been working that
Yeah.
job for. So
That's why Swaley's
Did
got a
you-
fucking house
yeah.
in Apple Bay.
19.
Seriously.
19.
That's crazy.
Did you get a couple of smiles like when you're like, oh, working on my post career opportunities, doing a podcast?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, of course. But it's exactly what I want to do, and you get paid to do it. Like I was like, oh, bro, I'm keen to do it for work experience. Like I'll do it for pretty much free if you want.
Yeah.
But
It's a good racket.
yeah,
The podcast game. Jam and Cheese.
yeah. That's
So,
a good little name, mate.
It's a great name. February 28th, I believe, is when it first comes out. That's what Charlie was telling us.
Jimmy, I think Jammer actually came up with Jam and Cheese.
Did he?
There you go.
There you go.
Give any insight in what the show will be about.
I have no idea.
So you'll have to tune in to find
Oh,
out.
yeah, you're gonna have to tune in to find out.
That's it. Feb 28th.
When I
28.
find out, I'll let you know.
Well, mate, I don't have anything else. Ed, you got anything else?
No, mate, that was great fun.
That was awesome.
I
Thanks for
love
coming in,
that.
bro. Good luck for the
That's
season.
good.
Good
nice,
luck, bro.
relaxed environment.
Mate, you take a...
Almost fucking about to fall asleep.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's a great
Putting our
sign.
guests to sleep is what we do, right?
Terrific. Look, and I mean, was that the most disrespectful thing a Roosters player could do to us before Friday night? Probably.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But
Fuck
know
the Roosters.
this. We're getting that 100K, baby.
We're getting
Fucking know
Yeah,
that.
we're getting it.
I was like, I said to Teddy, mate, do we players get any cut of that 100K? And he was like, mate, I'll have a word. I think we should get the lot.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, when Teddy says something, things happen, bro.
Okay, there you go.
I said the food was dry once. He said, man, I'm going to go have a word to him. Stood up. I was like, yeah, fucking go get me that moist food, baby.
Oh, fuck, that's good. We'll send
Keeping it
Teddy our best
moist.
as well.
Yeah.
But fuck the Roosters. Go Manly.
Fuck the Roosters, go
Fuck the
Manly.
Roosters.
Fuck the Roosters.
Good luck
Thanks,
for the
bro.
season, bro. Thanks,
Fuck
Sean.
Manly.
Could you two just not talk anymore?